Hey Gemini, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with your reading for April 2023. Although we're putting a date on this reading is timeless, so if you are watching it outside of April 2023, you may find it absolutely still resonates. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated. And ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so I'm seeing your guides actually encourage you to do something alone, Gemini, or to be self-referential with something. I was looking at the Hermit and also the Strength card, which would mean that you reflecting on something solitarily speaking, in a more reflective and private format is going to be necessary. It's kind of like what's needed right now for the situation. So as much as it may be your go-to to kind of talk to other people or to reach outside of yourself, you are actually going to find the answers internally. But it may not be the easiest thing to do, because usually what I find is that whatever the Strength card is next to, what precedes that is usually the thing that is going to be hard to do, but what we need to do in order to be most effective. And so in order for you to find the answer that you're looking for, you reflecting and doing something individually, like forget the checking in with other people for right now. For this particular thing, you're going to need to reflect and just keep this in a space where you're sort of like minding your own business, which can feel like maybe not your go-to of what to do, especially because Gemini is the sign of the messenger, and so we're used to collaborating with other people and talking with other people and being like, what do you think about this? And let me pass that information over there. But for some reason, it's very important that you remain private with this and do it, because the Hermit says, I don't want to be affected by other people's opinions. I really need to listen to my own here. How I'm feeling, how I'm seeing things. So it's kind of to keep your mental space pure. That is the point of this right now. And this is a temporary thing. All of the signs, this is just a snapshot of what's going on right now. This doesn't mean like for the next 3 weeks you talk to no one. It means for whatever this is about right now, don't bring anyone else in yet. Four of Pentacles, what do you need to let go of that you're still holding on to? Are you holding on to anything stubbornly and being like, even though I'm drowning with this 30-pound weight on me and I could let go of it, I'm going to hold on to it anyway? This can also be about loosening your grip with a situation. Loosen your grip. It also means too that you remember to hold the things close to you that are important. And let go of the rest. Ooh, this is about a new beginning for you. Okay. I feel like Gemini in general is just like an adventurous sign anyway. The first of the air signs. And so there's some sort of adventure, but you have to let go of something in order to do this. For some of you, this is a business venture, or like a new role that you're going to be playing or trying on. It may not be something you have a whole lot of experience with, but you feel fascinated by it. Okay, Gemini feeling inspired. Whatever is not empowering you right now, let go of it. You don't need it. This is about totally and completely harnessing and honing into your creativity. But something may feel like you have a lot going on and stressful, because this is like, I want to create and I want to be productive and I want to take what's going on internally and express it externally. So it's like taking all of that grand creative chaos and doing something with it. But you may have too much on your plate and you're going to have to let go of something. But let go of the things that... It's kind of like checking in and cataloging and being like, am I doing anything arbitrarily? Am I doing anything unnecessarily? Because I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, I want to be creative and I want to produce things, or I want to create, I want to make art, I want my life to look like this, I want to step into this role. But you may be, I get this sense of maybe trying too hard at something that if you just loosen your grip, it's going to come a lot easier to you, more easily. It's one of those moments where like you have a natural skill set, lean into that and build upon it. Like, why are we trying to go for maybe the more difficult thing that doesn't come naturally to you? And I'm not saying like don't try new things or don't learn new things, but you may be putting more on your plate than is necessary for you to get a job done or for you to do something. And you would know what this is because you would be feeling blocked creatively, or like it's kind of draining or really hard to produce. So this can be like added weight or added pressure on something that is like intrinsic and natural to you. And it's feeling like that because there are things that you're holding on to that are not helping the inertia of this thing that you're doing here. This can also be, I'm getting the image of a person that is like spinning plates. You know how they have like the sticks and then the plate on top that you spin and you have to balance all of the things? I'm seeing you have like too many of those things. So what can you cut out right now to really allow your energy and your creativity to prosper and grow? Also too, are you holding on to any, this may not be tasks that you have for you within your life. Like you may have a great workload right now. Are you holding on to relationships right now that aren't serving you? Because Venus connects with like, yes, our finances and the jobs that we're doing and what comes naturally to us, but it also has to do with our relationships as well. So are there any relationships that you're holding on to that are kind of shoving you into a box where you're like, I want to break out of there, or I don't feel empowered within this scenario? As soon as you let something go, there's an opportunity that's coming through for you. It's like as soon as you release something, this opportunity comes through. It's a creative opportunity, an opportunity for you to birth something into the world. With the Empress, this also speaks on something that it's like you are needed for this thing. Nobody else can do this. It's just you. So you have something that you're bringing to the table that is specific to you. You'd feel very excited about this. You'd feel like you can kind of like unleash yourself, that you can express yourself, that you can do something creative that you're excited to be a part of. So yeah, you may be letting go of whatever's not calling to you or not speaking to you anymore, or anything where you feel like you can't. The Empress is about participating in things where we feel like we are staying true to ourselves by being involved in them. So if there is anything where you're like, I don't feel like I'm truly expressing myself, or I don't feel like this is allowing me to evolve, or I feel like this hampers my creativity, I'm seeing you're going to be letting go of those things. But I'm not seeing it be necessarily easy to let go of these things, but I'm seeing it be necessary in order for you to grasp this new opportunity that's coming. Because if your hands are already full with what you're dealing with and you have something new coming in that you would love to grasp, how are you going to do that with full hands? So yeah, if there's anything that you don't love, because Venus also has to do with luxury, if there's anything that you're not totally and completely in love with, you may be letting it go. At least for right now. Yeah. How about that? This is definitely a new project. This is so exciting, Gemini. This thing is the truth. You are going to feel that. To have the Empress and the Ace of Wands, this is like, I'm bringing something to the table that nobody else can. Like, nobody else can fit in this slot that I'm going to be taking up here. And it's an opportunity for me to really show the best of my abilities and show the best of my skills. And it's something that really makes sense to me. As soon as you touch this, you will know. But it may be asking you, again, we keep coming back to this, it may be asking you, if you are ready, you can let go of that other stuff that you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to. I'm hearing something is going to be surfacing that you may be realizing was sort of holding you back in some way. Because Four of Pentacles can be like, I'm holding on to this because I feel safe when I'm holding on to it. And it doesn't just have to be with financial stuff. It can be like, I'm keeping myself in this space where I don't have to put myself at risk creatively. But then it's like, you're not showing all of your colors. You're showing like 2 colors when you really have a million. Okay, so this is going to allow you, if you're ready, to kind of like come out of your shell in a different sort of way. Which I feel like Gemini is also already, you're also sort of already outside of your shell, but this is going to be more so. Something where you really feel, the Empress is about feeling like you are fulfilling your potential in a very fulfilling way. It's a job. It has something to do with a job or a role that you are going to be stepping into that I'm telling you, you will adore this thing, you will love it, and you will feel like it's something that you're meant to be doing. I'm also seeing this definitely be very guided. Okay, for those of you that have Taurus in your chart, because I'm looking at Taurus and I'm looking at Venus, maybe a Taurus Venus. Taurus can be such a focus on, I need to accumulate and accumulate and accumulate because I want to feel safe. And when I'm accumulating, I feel like this is my mission. It's ingrained within the archetype of Taurus. We all have Taurus somewhere in our charts. Wherever you have Taurus in your birth chart, it can tell you what area of life you may feel like you need to go out and get that thing and grab it and accumulate, okay? Taurus naturally rules the 2nd house. And so this can have to do with your finances, but it can also have to do with you like playing something safe. And Taurus is also a stubborn energy as well, where there's like a lot of constitution. However, it can be very fixed. And like, I'm going to keep doing things in this way because this is how I know how to do it. And it can be that part of you that's like, I don't want to take a risk, but I'm seeing this is going to have to be let go of in order for you to grow. I'm seeing this be like also spiritual growth that you're moving through right now. And I'm also seeing you feel like you're being guided to step into a role in this way for yourself. So yeah, look into the Hierophant and Taurus. They speak about traditions that we have, but things that can keep us stuck in a space where we're not allowing ourselves to grow. So is there anything that you're holding on to right now that's not allowing you to grow and not allowing you to express yourself and develop? To have the Judgment card, this is like, let's take a deeper look at your beliefs. And are any of them holding you back? Self-beliefs, what you've been taught? Is there deep programming that's needed? It's also about emphasizing too that you are your ultimate authority as well. So you also get to choose and decide how you want to live, and you don't need to be doing things automatically. You can be in control of all of it. All of what you're doing. This opportunity is going to have you absolutely feeling like it's worth it to you. Six of Pentacles is like you're going to get involved with something and be like, the way that I want to be valued when I'm doing a job or when I'm participating in something, that is what I'm getting back. So whatever it is that you're giving, you are getting back as much as you would need for you to feel like this is absolutely a balanced situation for you. And it's in alignment with your values. And that is clear to see. There may actually be a deeper dive looking into your values, your value system. Especially with this emphasis on Taurus. To have the Hierophant next to the Judgment card, this is like all of the things that are associated with your values, and all of the things that you feel like are worth it to you to go out and get within your life. This is like taking a deeper dive, a deeper look into that. I will say this too, just because we're on this like tangent with the Taurian energy. For those of you that have strong Taurus in your chart, we can grow accustomed to being in a space where like we really want to be comfortable and sometimes have a hard time getting outside of our comfort zone, because the sign that is opposing Taurus is Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about shedding. And so this is about making like updates to the values that you hold. And if they're Pluto, which rules Scorpio, and Taurus here, assessing all of the values that you kind of buy into, and if there are any that are no longer relevant for you, shed them. So it's reevaluating your value system. That's what's going to help you really see with clarity regarding this situation. Seeing you definitely feel like a little bit of grief over something. Grief, stress. It may also be like hard to get yourself to kind of change in this way as well. But it's not just a change, it's like a development and evolving that is happening. So yeah, if you are holding on to anything that is keeping you stuck and not allowing you to grow, I'm seeing this as something that you are going to be releasing when you get to the point where you're ready for this. I'm also seeing, sorry about the phone ringing if you can hear that, I'm also seeing you be in a space where you're like, I'm making this choice because I feel like this is the empowering thing for me to do, and that's where I'm coming from. You have an opportunity to create balance and go after an opportunity that is in alignment with your values, especially these new values that you're developing. And now I'm seeing you be in a space where this has become quite apparent to you. There may be something that you were doing that you felt bound to, where you could have potentially been, I don't know, doing little tasks that you may not be doing anymore, or something that you had been involving yourself in, where you were like, well, I'm trying to help, or like I'm needed in these situations, but you may be going after something bigger now, rather than this like small little thing that you were doing before. Or it would be feeling small to you, or maybe minute. And you may be like, oh, I feel like my potential is so much greater than this. It looks like this is that opportunity for you. Okay, Gemini, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining. I'm wishing you love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.